Inaugural Multicultural Musical Festival unites Asia with music. The biggest Korean exhibition, Korea Now. Showing love for Korea in Turkey with hanbok and hanbok. Achieving rehabilitation in Los Angeles. Shin Chang-hun, the first Korean winner of a New Zealand magic competition. Hello, welcome to Going Global. I'm your host, Jung Se-mi. 9 months after the magnitude 7.8 earthquake hit Nepal and claimed 9,000 lives while destroying some 900,000 residences, the Nepalese government has begun reconstruction of the destroyed homes. First, 1,500 engineers will be sent to villages in the 40 affected districts to take a close inspection of the damages. 50,000 people will be trained to help carry out construction, and donation drives will draw in additional funds. Last but not least, cooperative projects will take place between government departments. Hopefully, with all this support, we may see a new Nepal rising this year. And now, let's start today's program with our first story. A meaningful music festival took place in Vancouver, Canada. It was the Multicultural Musical Festival held for Asians. The musicians and audience members hailed from different countries and cultures, but were all united by music. Let's find out more.
The Fathers Band, made up of Korean expats, is jamming a medley of Korean hits from the 1970s and 80s. The foreign lyrics do not deter the audience members from swaying to the beat. The bicultural rock band Lucille Puppet shakes the hall with rock music. These are some of the scenes from the inaugural Multicultural Musical Festival held in Vancouver, Canada.
You see how different people from all different backgrounds come together and work and perform as a team. So it's, very nice.
A total of 6 bands took part in this event. They may not speak the same language or share the same culture, but the musicians and the audience were united through music.
대학생부터 저희가 작년에 밴드까지 다 참여를 했고 또 몇 군데 다른 인종 간의 그런 소통에 있는 공연이라고 얘기를 들었습니다. 그래서 그런 의미에서 큰 뜻이 있지 않나 이런 생각을 합니다.
And I think it's really great that we had a sort of way to blend in other cultures through a common language we can share called music.
Asian minorities make up 1/5 of Vancouver's entire population. However, there haven't been any festivals for Asians in Vancouver. Then a Korean cultural group planned this event.
음악을 통해서 우리 캐나다 속에 사는 캐네디언이라든지 소수민족들을 함께 우리가 포옹하고 어우러질 수 있는 그런 장을 만들고자 이런 공연을 기획하게 됐습니다.
People from all walks of life gathered and communicated through music. Given the success of the event, the Multicultural Musical Festival will take place again in the near future.
Now our next story takes us to France. 2016 marks 130 years of Korea-France bilateral ties, and 2015 and 2016 have been designated as the years for cultural exchange. And recently, an exhibition of Korean traditional and modern culture opened in Paris as part of the commemoration, and it was the biggest Korean exhibition to date in France. Let's take a closer look.
These are the clothes designed by the late fashion designer Andre Kim. On one side of the room, video footage of fashion shows featuring Kim's designs is set up, along with hanbok, or Korean traditional dress. This work, shaped like a bowl and a mountain, is an abstract interpretation of the proverb "Mount Kumgang" after eating, which means first things first. The work next to it is a bird's-eye view of a person swimming. This too is an interpretation of the proverb "swimming while touching the ground." These amusing representations of Korea are all part of an exhibition titled Korea Now. It commemorates 130 years of Korea-France diplomatic ties and opened in the Museum of Decorative Arts in France.
Je pense que c'est vraiment un panorama très large sur la création coréenne, qui mixte des choses anciennes, avec la modernité. Et ça me semblait très intéressant parce que nous, occidentaux, on sépare toujours les choses anciennes et les choses contemporaines.
151 artists from the crafts, fashion, and graphic design fields took part, bringing about 1,500 different pieces of work. Besides fashion and crafts, many graphic works with a Hangul motif was on display.
한국 전시를 이렇게 파리 장식미술관에서 이렇게 크게 한 적은 처음이라고 들었어요. 그래서 되게 뿌듯하고 그래요.
There have been exhibitions related to Korea in France before, but none as big as this one. More importantly, this exhibition was held in the center of Paris, making it a great opportunity to spread Korean culture.
Je ne connais pas, je découvre. Voilà. Donc ça me donne envie forcément d'aller en Corée. Donc voilà, c'est maintenant dans un coin de ma tête.
This exhibition was well received by the locals and bridged the distance between Korea and France.
Moving on to our next story, there was a Korean event in Turkey as well. Turkish locals in Istanbul put together and ran a hanbok fashion show and provided Korean food afterwards. Let's find out more.
Turkish locals are on stage donning hanbok. They've designed the very hanbok they are wearing, and the locals planned this hanbok fashion show. The event aimed to promote cultural exchanges between Turkey and Korea.
Kore ve Türkiye ilişkileri hem kültürel hem ticari anlamda çok güçlü bir bağa sahiptir. Biz de bu güçlü iletişimimize katkıda bulunmak amacıyla Kore-Türkiye kültürel ilişkilerine değinmek istedik.
Following a Turkish traditional dance performance, a K-pop dance takes the stage. More than 200 visitors attended the event, and some 50 of them had to stand. This was far more than the 100 or so the organizers were expecting.
Etkinlikten sonra daha önceden de Kore'de bulunduğum için Türkiye'de böyle bir organizasyon yapılıyor olması, Türkiye'de yaşayan bir Kore sever olarak beni çok mutlu etti.
Gayet güzel, orijinal bir şekilde hazırlanmış. Kore ve Türkiye için olumlu olduğunu düşünüyorum. Zaten kardeş ülkeler olarak biliniyoruz. Etkinlikten çok memnun kaldık. Orijinal videolar da vardı.
Following the performances, the visitors got to try Korean food, kimbap, spicy chicken nuggets, and japchae.
Sağlıklı yemekler genelde lezzetsiz gibi gelir ama Kore yemekleri sağlıklı olmasına rağmen çok lezzetli ve bence Türk damak tadına uyumlu. Bence herkes mutlaka sevebileceği bir Kore yemeği bu.
Having observed Turkish people's love for Korea, organizers will regularly hold similar cultural events in the future.
Our next story takes us to Los Angeles. Have you ever heard of a physical rehabilitation center that can adjust the depth and temperature of its swimming pools? Well, there's one such center in LA that caters to each patient. Let's visit.
This is a rehabilitation center for the physically disabled, located within a university campus in Los Angeles. A rehab center for the severely disabled people, it is known as the best of its kind in all of the United States. Stacy Drake first came here as a patient, and today she is here as an employee.
After a couple of years of doing that, I was sort of volunteering here and there and helping out as well. And it just sort of segued into a job. And I started as a permanent staff person about 2006.
The center is best known for its aquatic rehabilitation program, tailored to each patient. The 4 swimming pools can change their depths from 30 centimeters to 2.1 meters to accommodate patients with respiratory ailments. The water temperature can be adjusted as well.
This pool is a cool pool, so it ranges between about 80 to 84 degrees, and the other pools are about 94, 96. My participants have multiple sclerosis, and they are fatigue prone, so exercising in warmer water can make them get tired faster.
Exercising in water does not place excessive strain on the joints. The director of the center is Korean expatriate Chung Tae-woo.
아동들이 학교에서는 특수체육 교육을 받을 수는 있겠죠, 서비스를. 근데 학교 마치고 갈 데가 없어요. 그 친구들이 와서 adaptive swimming, 그런 특수 수영 기능도 배우고 또 운동하는 그런 프로그램들을 계속 만들고 싶다라는.
The center used to see about 60 to 70 patients a day, and after the introduction of aquatic rehabilitation programs, that number ballooned to around 400. All sessions are one-on-one with a therapist, making it as safe as it gets. All therapists are volunteer students who attend the school that the center is affiliated with.
Isn't very accessible in the general world. Like a general fitness gym wouldn't really have equipment like this that could help TJ learn how to be able to walk. So I'm truly grateful for the opportunity.
Moreover, the center is funded by donations. Anyone can benefit from the program for just $200 per semester.
This is one of the best centers. I find much improvement for my son since I come here only 6 years.
Many patients who were turned away by hospitals were able to recover after coming here. The patient's recovery is their achievement.
작은 성취든 큰 성취든 장애가 있건 없든 간에 노력해서 뭔가를 이룰 수 있다라는 그런 꿈과 희망을 줄 수 있는 그런 센터가 되었으면 한다라는 뜻에서.
This is also why people here like the name Center of Achievement.
Now let's turn to our last story of the day. In New Zealand, the country's largest magic competition took place in October last year. Korean expatriate magician Shin Chang-hun became the first person of Korean descent to win the competition. Let's enter Shin's world of magic.
A magic show is underway at a small theater in Auckland, New Zealand. It's a charity performance held by Korean expatriate magician Shin Chang-hun. Shin will go anywhere if his magic can make people happy.
맛은 절대 끝이 없어요. 이제 계속해서 진화가 돼가고 새로운 게 나오고 누군가 다른 무언가를 또 만들어내고 불가능한 걸 가능하게 보여주고 그런 면에서 이제 관객들은 굉장히 신기해하고.
I thought it was great. It was a lot of fun, and I haven't seen the show before, but I've heard that Tony's a good magician. No, I loved it.
Shin used to be a hairstylist, but fell in love with magic after seeing it on TV one day. He quit his job and began studying magic. However, New Zealand didn't have full-fledged magic performances or institutions that teach it. So, he went online and learned on his own. He also studied with magic clubs and continued to work at a hair salon part-time. In October of last year, he became the first person of Korean descent to win a local magic competition. 145 contestants took part in the biennial event, which is also the largest magic competition in New Zealand.
Well, he stood really out, in my opinion. We judged the competitions on creativity, originality, timing, and content, and he really stood head and shoulders above the others, and he really deserved to win.
When Shin first heard about the competition, he wanted to give up because he didn't have enough time. However, his club partner persuaded him to participate and even provided some financial support.
I think he's really good. I mean, it's good to see how far he's come with the Convention Act and the effort he's put into it. And it's good to see him really take out a place in the competition. It's really good to see that. I think it surprised a lot of the magicians, though. I don't think they were expecting him, so it was really good to see him.
Shin is not sitting on his laurels and instead has bigger dreams. He is thinking about studying magic more systematically in Korea, which is recognized as the best in the world. Following that, Shin wants to return to New Zealand and demonstrate his magic to as many people as possible.
계속 끊임없이 연습을 해야 되고 이제 또 관객들한테 더 좋은 모습을 보여드리려면은 그 마술사가 이제 새로운 걸 또 개발해내고 직접 또 연습도 많이 하고 또 많이 알아보고.
Shin Chang-hun has come this far by finding a way for himself. With some systematic training, he is only bound to get better.
I hope you enjoyed today's stories on Going Global. Over in Sydney, Australia, the creation of a new rail line has resulted in the cut down of a large number of trees, some of them at least 100 years old, but the trees did not come down easily. At least 6 protesters took large chains and bound themselves to the threatened trees. And residents worked hard to protect these trees, which were community heritages. But unfortunately, despite their best efforts, residents woke up one morning to see that the trees were all gone. This story gives us a lot to think about. We all have something valuable that we want to protect, but are we doing all we can to protect them? Going Global will be back next week with more exciting and interesting stories from all around the world. Thank you for watching.